We are here in Orlando, Florida at the Save Our Kids Forum, where we will gather inner-room experts and leaders in this community to talk about the opioid crisis and how to save our kids.
The goal for each of us today is to identify innovative, actionable steps that we will take in the year ahead to help save young lives from substance abuse and overdose.
It feels good to be a part of a movement as we fulfill one of society's greatest responsibilities is to protect and preserve human life. Because of the advocacy of Victoria's voice and the voice of David and Jackie, we've seen a 25% increase in average citizens actually deploying this and saving lives.
To put into perspective how deadly fentanyl is, the average sugar packet contains about 1 gram of sugar. If that was pure fentanyl, it could kill 500 people. Xylazine extends and deepens the effects of fentanyl, but is not an opioid, so it is resistant to naloxone. It has the potential to make the deadliest drug threat we've ever faced even more deadly. Perhaps the most heartbreaking and sobering statistic is that in 2022, we lost 22 teenagers every week in the United States.
So at a peak, we lost 2,200 Virginians. In 2023, we lost 1,800. That is moving the needle in the right direction. We think that is a combination of things, including the mass distribution of Narcan, including awareness campaigns. Jackie, I hope today you hear your beautiful daughter's voice saying to you, "Mom, I am so proud. And I want to thank you for what you're doing." Because you know what? We have an obligation to save lives.
30% of high school kids will be smoking marijuana. It's epidemic. In the developing brain, marijuana has a profound effect on the wiring, the connectome of the brain. It just ruins their brain. It can lead to long-term effects. As mentioned, schizophrenia, manic depression, impulsivity, disinhibition of the frontal lobes in terms of judgment.
I think the most important thing we do at Boys and Girls Club is making sure that we are developing relationships with our members.
I don't think people realize how much that helps a child, a family member reaching out saying, "Hey, are you okay?"
And one of the greatest protective factors is having that caring adult, whether it's in your family or not. And all of you are here because we want to be those partners and resources for them so that they've got someone.
This issue affects people regardless of their ethnicity, their income, or whatever. We came together to pass this legislation so that we are assured that there will be counseling, there will be treatment, there will be education.
If you get caught, at least now, that you're gonna face some penalties with me.
So we have China killing us quickly with fentanyl and killing us slowly with this very high-grade form of marijuana.
9 months ago, we interdicted enough precursor chemicals coming into the United States that would have turned into over 4,000 doses of fentanyl.
And until we effectively address the demand, which is both education and, more importantly, prevention, we will always have a demand and subsequently a supply.
I had the opportunity to lead a roundtable today focused on vaping. We've identified some ways that we can connect as partners to spread education and resources and tools for these young people to make informed decisions.
It is outrageous that potency of products can get up to 99% potent THC. We should be capping the potency of what marijuana was on average just 2 decades ago, which was between 3 to 5% potency.
Educating the educators. So if they're a trusted adult in a young person's life, do they have that right messaging and support for students?
Can technology serve as a cornerstone of prevention? How can we harness technology to address substance use and mental health and increase a sense of belonging and well-being for our youth?
We can build upon some of their opening and vulnerability around that freedom to express myself and to strengthen that muscle of vulnerability and resilience.
We still do have to educate parents, right? We need parents to be well-equipped, informed, and educated to what the crisis is about and things such as vital signs, what to look for.
I am here today
because I lost my daughter to fentanyl.
I say we lost our children to poisoning, not an overdose.
You know, it's been almost 9 years since Victoria passed away. Of course, it's been very painful, but days like today, it gives me so much encouragement, hearing everyone's stories, going to the breakout tables, to see the passion that everyone in this room now shares the same mission to prevent other lives from being lost from totally preventable death with the drug overdose. And thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, Victoria.